It's a journey, y'all. It's called The Journey Within. That's what my friend said to me. She said,
Genius.
there's no greater journey than the journey within.
Yo, so you know what's crazy? I just finished the last reading, right? And in my mind, something popped into my head about like, yo, when last did we actually do a love reading? You know, like, Spirit, what about the love though? Because I mean, at the end of the previous reading, I was there saying like, okay, every emperor needs an empress. We're talking about letting love lead and all of that. And I'm just like, but when last did we actually do a love reading? You know, me just thinking about it. And Spirit's like, oh, okay, you want to talk about that love? Well, watch this. And I'm shuffling, boom, 10 of cups. Well, 10 of cups was in the previous reading, but 10 of coins like popped out. And honestly, I didn't even notice it. That's why I ended up putting this deck here, because I noticed 4 of wands, I noticed Knight of Cups, and only when I put it down, I was like, oh shit, there's a card on the table already. Like, what? So anyways, yo, Spirit has got a love message for us here, gang. And you know, with me having like started with this Adventure Time deck, I was like, okay, cool, let's just run with it. And then I was like, oh shit, I switched off the camera, let me turn it back on. So anyways, I took a little break. You know, I ate something, had a little bit of a snack. I've got my tea here. So whether you've seen the previous reading or not, I don't think that matters. It doesn't matter. I feel like if you found yourself here, yo, let's go, gang. Let's do what we do, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's start off right. Oh gosh, like this energy is so hype. Goodness gracious, 147. Okay, before I do the intro, as I turned on my candles again, previous reading, the feminine side was going off the most when I turned on the candles, and this time it's the masculine side. Wow, this energy is so happy. Goodness gracious, like what's going on? But anyway, it's love, right? And love is the highest vibration. Like, yo, that's where we at. Okay, anyways, intro time. Greetings, Soul Tribe. Thank you for being the vibe. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Spread, where we take the journey within, and on this path we are led. I am G3E, your host, doing the most. Thank you, God, angels, guardians, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings and forces wishing us well. May this reading be swell, and in the highest vibration of love we dwell. Yeah, and let the love be protected, gang. All angels, all of you who are here watching us, thank you, gang. Thank you, team. Thank you, tribe, physical, spiritual, wherever you at. Yo, let's go in. Okay. Woo-wee. Okay, let me just like chill a little bit. This energy's got me so hype. Goodness gracious. Okay, just put this down here. All right, so I don't think it's a mistake that I've got like the cards like kind of at an angle like this. I think it's like on the incline, you know, things are going up. Like, yo, we moving all the way up. Nothing can stop. Not me. Now it's us. Okay, cool. Now it's us. So, yo, I'm actually like thinking about, okay, it's coming through like 2 ways. I think there are some who are single and there are some who are already in relationships, right? So I think for some people who are single, this is like gonna be really cool that it's coming in. It's gonna be great, you know. But for the people who already have somebody, I think you're gonna either one of 2 things. You're gonna reevaluate if you wanna still be with this person and like make another move, or there'll be like some reinvigoration, some kind of renewal happening, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just boom, just like something wakes it up all over again. But anyway, first card that popped out, it flew out. I didn't even see this card, 10 of coins. I think this is gonna be the unexpected part of this whole thing. It's like what you don't see coming is just how abundant this love is. This is a love that is like all encapsulating, like all the like the different types of love. Like what are those things? Love languages, right? Like gifts, service, touch. Listen, you name it. If love is the language, we're speaking love right now. You feel me? Like even more than one love language is also coming through with this. I don't think you've ever felt a love like this before. Love like this. Oh man, you know what? This energy is hype, and there's something about music being very strong about this connection and this love. I think if both of you are not creative people, both of you express yourselves through music, or there's just something about like your love story being played out through certain songs, you know what I mean? Like there's just something like almost fairy tale like about this love for some reason. I don't know what's going on, you know. In this Adventure Time deck, oh man, this is Princess Bubblegum, yes. And you know, I'm seeing in front of her there's this lady who has this basket, and it's giving me the vibes of like a marriage. And you know, like when somebody's walking down the aisle and they're like throwing all those little flowers and stuff, like usually it's like little kids, but I'm getting that vibe like, yo, they might be like, you know, some children there who are already like throwing things down the aisle, and it looks like, you know, I don't know, for some reason maybe this person already has a child, or they want to have a child, or there'll be an older child there, you know, not a very young child, but somebody, because I mean usually it's like somebody who's like, what I would say primary school ages, like maybe under 10, but maybe at this point it's actually like a teenager, you know, like, but just, you get what I'm trying to say. There's like someone, not a very young child, but yeah, just something of that type of thing. But then just behind them I actually am seeing young children. So I don't know if, yeah, you're gonna have a child with them, they already have a child, or there'll be someone who is like maybe even like a cousin or an older sibling who is there to actually do these things, who's part of the marriage or something like that. But yeah, there's just something about this, and there's definitely a marriage, there's definitely a home, there's definitely like businesses coming together, estates coming together. Like, whoa, this very much looks like not only are we good now, but even our kids are good. Like it's going beyond the beyond at this point. Like this is a very like established foundation. I don't know if this person's already well off or if you already well off, but when you guys are together, we nice with it. Like, yo gang, we straight. Listen. And I see this is the unexpected part. This is the part that you don't even see coming, because then again it's the first thing that came out. So I'm also thinking like, you know, I just trust your intuition. If this feels like a person that you can really build with, if you can see that forever, like, yo, I can walk with you, I can talk with you, I can love with you, I can build with you, I can cry with you, you know what I mean? I can die with you. Like, you get it? Like, yo, just all spectrums, all things, all dimensions, we can do them here between us. Wow, everything, like that's what's up, you know. Anyways, yo, Spirit, where we going? Okay, all the way up. Alright, gang, we're just gonna go like this and make our way to this side. Okay, so at the back of this, I mean, come on, gang, the world, what? Like, come on. Oh, I'm just thinking about, like, you know, in rap songs, like how they used to, well, not used to, but they usually rhyme girl with world. Like, hey, yeah, na na na, you're my girl, na 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 na, world. It's like, whoa. But it's also the world, you know, like the trials and the tribulations and this ring around the rosy. I think, you know what, you've been through a lot. But then at the same time, it's like, alright, gang, you know what? Because of all the relationships, all the things that you've been through, you even holding strong, you still even having this capacity to love. Guess what? It's not over. It's not over. The story still continues, gang. I mean, just look at all of that there on the four sides. I like to think of that as the four elements, or even like, you know, just things coming together, like, you know, a closure of a chapter. And then here you are starting a new chapter. It's like a whole new world. Oh, in the previous reading, there was something about like Aladdin, and then I was saying a whole new world. I mean, that's the song, right? Oh, it's such a beautiful song, goodness gracious. But anyways, a whole new world, gang. This love is a whole new world. So it's like a whole new experience. Like for me to even say it's all the love languages, like have you ever even felt a love like this before? Maybe you only had like acts of service before. And now you're gonna have touch. Now you're gonna have gifts. Now you're gonna have like music. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Now you're gonna have the whole thing, the whole world, like all of love. Like, whoa, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, gang. And again, it comes to like you are finally getting this because you were steadfast. You held strong, even through heartbreaks, even through like, you know, just tough times when you were in the relationship and the other person wasn't. You know, when you were giving and the other person wasn't, when you were cheated on, when you were lied on, and even when you didn't know what you wanted and you were the one not like showing up the best way, you know what I mean? But it's like all those lessons have been integrated. Here they are coming into this circle. I mean, it looks like a wreath, a wraith. It also looks like a rope. Goodness, this energy's got me like blah, 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 blah. Stumbling over my words and shit. But like, yo, again, it's just a whole new experience, a whole new paradigm. Like, we're on a new plateau right now. Like, we're going up, you know, we're going up. Something that was coming through while I was speaking was about how, for those who are in existing relationships, you guys are like closing off that previous chapter. Like, maybe things they were good at first, and then they kind of lost the spark. But you guys are coming back to it, you know what I mean? So it's like you're closing off this not so intimate, not so charismatic, passionate part of your story. But again, because for the people who are in relationships, it's coming through in two ways, right? Oh goodness, confirmation burp. Some people are actually like closing the chapter, like they leaving, like, oh my gosh, I settled. I can give more. I deserve more. So, you know, if this is you, let's say you were in a marriage and you already had a child, you can actually go into this new relationship with your child and it's actually going to be better. Maybe this person already has children and you guys like come together. You know, your guy has a child, you have a child, and it's like this blended family type of vibe. Like, whoa. But I think maybe that's where this whole children thing was coming from. So if you were the single person, please don't stress. Like, I think you guys can start fresh together. But for those who are looking to rebuild after having something, very much possible for you right now. Very, very much possible. Okay, let's see what's behind this. Page of Swords. Wow. You know, I shuffled from the previous reading to this one, and this card was also in that. And I was thinking about this animal, and I was like, yo, this is like the strength card, but now it's like coming through as a tiger. And you know that song, Eyes of the Tiger? I mean, it's like, is it in Rocky or something? So look at that. Through the trials and the tribulations, you still learned how to, you know, use those tough situations and learn from them. But I'm just getting Eyes of the Tiger for some reason. I mean, just even look at her eyes. Like, she seems so determined to, like, go forward with this thing. And, you know, Page of Swords in a love sense, it's like, you know, learning new things in this love. It actually comes across that way. And I think what will be challenged is the things that you thought needed to be in relationships versus what this relationship is presenting to you. Like, there's something about how your previous way of loving or thinking what made sense is going to be challenged. But I think it's going to happen in a very beautiful way, because you'll realize that, like, you know, just like a tiger, which is like a cat, that there's opportunities for like multiple lives. There's, you know, different ways to even like think through things, to solve things, you know. It's like you guys are communicating in a different way. It's like not only like physical, like mouth to mouth communication. Oh, now I just started thinking about something like really like R18, but it's like if you know, you know, man. But it's like you guys are communicating telepathically, physically, like what's that thing? Body language. Like, you know, I was getting like all types of love. Now I'm getting all types of communication. Okay, let's keep going. What's else in the background? Ooh, Six of Cups. Yo, this is gonna be an interesting exchange of giving and taking. Like, I think this is gonna be a relationship that teaches you how to give again and how or why you give the way that you do, you know? Um, it's interesting. I'm actually thinking, like, as I thought about that, I was thinking very much about Six of Pentacles, right? But for me now to look at it as Six of Cups, it's like, oh, how it all connects, right? It's because of what I was saying here with the Page of Swords. It's like, because it's a whole new way of communicating, you didn't have this experience in your past relationships. So it's like, can you allow this new world to come in with these new communications, with these new loves, by leaving the shadows behind of either new relationship, like past relationships, or existing relationship, previous ways that this partner showed up, previous ways that you showed up, you know, things that were like we see here with Finn. I mean, he's got all these different shadows around him, and it looks like, you know, he's trying to gift this this cup, but as we can see, there's like all of these other thoughts around it, like, oh, here I am wanting to give a Valentine's gift. What if their gift is bigger than mine, or it's better than mine, or they're gonna judge like the value of the gift, and is it the thought that really counts? And I don't know, it's just like you're gonna get out of your head about how to love and how love is experienced, or how it's meant to be experienced. And that leads us very like nicely into oh snap, I just saw, oh, okay, I just closed it, but okay, it's fine. Listen, your story is packed. That's all you gotta know. But anyways, oh yes, how you think about love and all of that, right? Look at that, Queen of Swords, and we had the Page of Swords. So it's like there's this progression of, once you learn how to love in this new era for this existing relationship, or in this establishment of the new relationship, you leave, right? You are now going to like elevate from the Page to the Queen. It's like, oh wow, if this is how we love, now you guys have little systems, you guys have I don't know, like this understanding, this gelling, you know. I like to think of it like maths as well, like, you know, like two circles, and then when they overlap they create this union. So there's something about how you guys have come together, and like you have shared interests and like hobbies and things that you both like, but then you're still able to be individuals as well. It's like there's a remembrance of, it's two people in this one, not just one. You get me? It's like you are still able to be you. You are not fully like encapsulated in this relationship. I'm also getting something about like when things get intense, whether like riled up problems in like, you know, fights and stuff like that, or where they get intense, like hard and heavy type of intense, you are able to like whoa, like, you know, to have some like temperance, like tame this energy a little bit, and just be like, okay, wait, let me just like calm down, let me come back to this a little like nice, you know, because I just get the sense that like you and this person, I mean, with these being like swords, and this is like air energy, and we know the air is like really fast. I remember speaking to someone telling them that like the air can be a breeze, or it can be like a whirlwind or a tornado. So it's like, you know, being able to, you know, remain calm in all of this movement that's like really quick. So I mean, there we are with the clouds as well, and in the background, I mean, the trees look like they're being hit by the wind. So it's like, you know, being able to like, you know, cut through the wind ultimately. You know, I'm getting like some ninja type of movements as well. I don't know if you and this person are gonna like really like watching movies together, or there's like movement in terms of dancing and, you know, just motion, man. It's like things are just in flow, but it's not a flow that's like disheartening. It's a flow that is like collaborative and working, you know, just comes through like that. Wow. You know, with the star coming through as a love reading, in a love reading, and it being in reverse, one, I'm getting that this is something that you're gonna least expect, right? It's like your partner, I think there's something that you have an idea of what love is like, how love is supposed to be, and there's just something that like constantly surprises you about this love. There's just something about this love that while you recognize that, okay, I mean, star in the upright, of course I always think of that as like stardom and healing and stuff, but there's something about you needing to, oh wow, okay, now this is like getting a bit deep. Hold up, let's see what's behind this. Give me some more. Woo, two of cups, like, oh my gosh. You know how like beautiful this is for a love reading? Goodness gracious. Okay, spirit. Okay. You came through shots firing, guns blazing out here. What? Okay. Let's let it breathe for a second. Whoa, gang. Whoa. Whoa, man. It's like, I think the most surprising thing about this relationship is that you and this person have actually like had similar like stories in your past about your relationships. You know, there's something about like having gone through so many trials and tribulations, and it's like there's something about like how, you know, that there's like a little bit of like holding back in a sense, because that's what I was saying, like, you know, when things get hot and heavy, or when things get like very intense, you know, like you kind of are able to like pause and like think through things. But while that is happening, hey, this little, come on man, get out of here. Hey, you know, come on, all the lights are here, all the stars are here, of course they're gonna be attracted, all these like bugs are gonna come here, but it is what it is. You know, oh, that's another thing, because of how you shine bright, because of this light that you exude, you might just attract other people, other options that are like just gonna get in the way or wanna get in the way of your stardom. Oh my god, spirit, what are you saying, gang? It's like, you know, what I was trying to get to now is like, not only are you guys you know, kind of managing how you deal with things in the relationship, there's something about how even in past relationships you have experienced like, you know, upsets, you know, things that made you upset, but also things that like switched and changed the situation around, that made you realize that that wasn't the place for you to blossom, that wasn't the place for you to bloom, shine. But now you have this opportunity to actually have love, like even exchange. This is coming through as like, you know, I always say this is like a energetic match, but I mean, in a love reading, this is like, whoa, man, this is beautiful. These are like stars and the lights. It's like you're actually now gonna see the stars in each other's eyes. Like, whoa. Yo, man, this love is the healing love. You know, you thought the other loves were going to heal you, but it's like all the fuck ups that, or the things that even other people did wrong, while you had, you know, tried to go through them and heal them yourself. Watch how this love like gives you a perspective of like everything that you were missing, because those other things were like not making sense, you know, because the truth comes at a cost. It's like this love makes you realize like, oh shit, that girl didn't love me, that guy didn't love me, they thought they did, but nah. Oh, I thought they did, but nah, like no ways. And I was just seeing 232 there. So whoa, man, there's just something about this love just showing you what you've been missing out on this whole time. Oh shit. Oh snap. And look at that. And it's because like these other relationships unalived you, you know what I mean? Because I mean, this is like getting to the end of a journey and realizing like, oh snap, I didn't live my truth. Oh snap, I didn't actually give in. Like I wasn't getting what I thought. Like this relationship wasn't what you thought it was. Even after all the investment, after all the chances, after all the like trying to figure things out, you know, that's actually what ended up happening. You're realizing like, nah, actually that past relationship wasn't what it was, or this past chapter for us wasn't what it was. Like we were going in this direction, but we're trying to go all the way up, you know what I mean? Like we're trying to go a whole different way. So there's just something about like truths being revealed to you, and some of those truths are gonna hit, like they're gonna hit hard, because yes, you're in this new relationship or you're in this new era, but you're gonna realize like, oh fuck, like that person, yo, who I thought was gonna be my forever after. I mean, you know, they broke my virginity, they had my first child, but No sway. Nah. Or, oh, we had these plans of this future and we invested into this, or we planned this, went on these holidays, but nah, nah, nah. It's like, we got something better for you, dog. We got something better for you. And all those past relationships were there just to help you learn, ultimately, you know. And I think this is a time for you to just like make a very important decision of, do you actually want this new love or not? You know, I even like toned down a little bit. I think this is a bit serious. Like, yo, listen, if you've been manifesting love and you say you really want this love, are you willing to stand up for it? Are you willing to even go get it, protect it, and show up equally? You know what I mean? And also be honest, like, okay, I can't be the cheater anymore, or I can't allow myself to be cheated on, because being the cheater, allowing yourself to be cheated on, that's all within you. That's the energy you putting up as well. You know, it's like, what do you deserve? You telling the universe, you telling yourself, you telling your partner, like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to do that. You're not trying to do that anymore. But wow, okay, more background stuff. But yes, back to this relationship. What we in? What are we in? You know, 4 of Wands. Look at this. And I was talking about marriage, gang. Just look at this. Wow, I was talking about marriage. Just look at this 4 of Wands. Like, this kind of looks like, you know, like an altar. You guys are standing there. I mean, look at that with the flowers. I mean, this person's really old as well. They might actually look at these like it's BMO, and then there's like small little like devices or handhelds and stuff, so small little BMO. So again with the kids, but I mean, with me seeing, of course, BMO being technology and then this being an older person, I'm definitely seeing that there's like an age difference between you and this person, and I think it might be significant, you know. Maybe for this being 4 of Wands, definitely like maybe 4 years or more. But yeah, there's definitely something about like you guys even oh, I'm getting like this relationship that's already together, you guys are gonna renew your vows, or your like your commitments to each other or something like that. But for this new relationship, again, it's like, you know, you guys are gonna be together for a long time. I think that's for both parts of the collective. But yo, this is just beautiful, man. This is a celebration. This is, again, it's really such a beautiful celebration of love and balance and union. And I was just saying how the 2 circles come together. Wow, man, dude, this feels so like fairy tale like. Wow, this is beautiful. I love this. I love this. Definitely marriage is coming through strong here, and it feels like this marriage or renewal or this commitment is coming in like heavy, you know what I mean? I think it's going to be evident that like, yo, this is like love, or this is the love that I wanted or that I was holding out for, type of a thing. And with me even saying that, I mean, Knight of Cups, it's like this offer is coming in quick. I mean, look at this Knight of Cups. It's like it's on a motorbike, and you know, motorbikes can like weave through traffic, weave through other cars and stuff like that. So I'm just getting the sense that like, you know, this person already sees you, and they are like going through other potential mates, other potential partners. It's like you have options, even they have options, and they just like ducking and diving, weaving their way through to you. Like, yo, make it home to you or something. Is that the name of the song? Oh man. I don't know, but like there's just something about this just coming in hot and heavy. And you know, with me even looking at how this character is like looking inside the cup, it's like, you know, imagine, you know, those races where like somebody's like carrying an egg and they would need to like run back and stuff, and you're just like looking at like your spoon to make sure that your egg doesn't fall. It's like this person's trying to make it through to you with this offer while you are still open, while you are still available, and making sure that the offer is still in good standing. So, you know, I was getting something about like how with this person in the background, like they've been through things, you've been through things, but it's like this heart is still a heart of gold. This heart is still a heart that can love and experience different types of love, that is open to love. So, with me even looking at this person like in the cup and thinking if it's still open, it's like, have they cleared any residue? Have they gotten over their past persons? And, for the existing love, it's like, have you like let go of like past setbacks, past disagreements, past misalignments, so that like even forgiveness, you know what I mean? Like, because Knight of Cups is an offering, right? And forgiveness is something that's forgiven. It's like it's not even for the other person, it's for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you just like let go of it so that you can actually open that space for something new to occupy it? Gang. Like this love, bruh. Like, goodness gracious, this love, bruh. This love is just, it's hard and heavy, man. It's hard and heavy. There I was saying that this person is like, ducking and weaving through traffic, but underneath this motorbike, I'm seeing like a stream, and with this, me seeing the stream, it's also giving that like this person might have like gone overseas for you, or you are gonna go overseas for them. For some people this might be like a long distance relationship, but then I'm also getting that there's something about like bridging the gap, because this motorbike is on either sides of the land, with the stream underneath, so it's like water under the bridge. So that's the forgiveness coming through again, like bygones be bygones type of a thing, you know what I mean? Oh wow, Spirit, you cooking with this one. What? Okay, cool. So anyways, Page of Pentacles. It's interesting, like I haven't done a love reading in a while, so this is like surprising me, but I'm also just being reminded of like, let's let love lead. And this reading is very much like so much in my feels, and it feels like something's in my eye, because we've never seen something like this before, guys. We've never seen a love like this before. Love like this. Hey, this song's coming to me again. I don't know who sings it, guys. If you know what song does that, or says that or does that, what is this feeling? What is this song doing? Like, what is the feeling? It does something to you, just wakes you up a little bit. But man, there's something just about my eyes. Like, it's like you're gonna need to clear your vision one time. Maybe this person even wears glasses. I don't know. Or used to wear glasses. Listen, ek weet nie. Angas. But back to Page of Pentacles, right? We're going this way. We're going all the way up. I'm being like brought back to the basics right now. Like, this is just changing your complete idea of what you thought was love. And I'm getting something about like how you have a view of all things earthly, like what success looks like in a relationship, what relationship should even be like. It's like there's something about like like a relationship that's like shown with like celebrities, or like a power couple, or like on reality shows like the Kardashians and things like that, like or Love and Hip Hop. You get what I mean? It's like there's this perpetuated idea of what love is, or what success in relationships looks like. Like, a successful relationship means both the husband and the wife have a car, and they live in this type of a place, and they have this type of investment, they have this type of a house. You know what I mean? And I think you guys are going to redefine your own wealth. You're going to redefine your own comforts. Like, there's just something about this relationship challenging norms and what even other people define as safe, as stable as normal. You know what I mean? It's like you guys could even like switch roles. It's like here's a man and here's a woman, but like, you know, where like some people think like there's a stay-at-home mom, like you might be a stay-at-home dad. You get what I mean? And like she's the one who's like the breadwinner or getting the bag, or you get that type of a thing. It's like you guys even like maybe even swatch. I mean, Swatch is a watch, right? That popular brand, and of course Swatch. I'm thinking London. So I don't know. Again, I mean, I'm in South Africa right now. So this person, you see what I mean? It's like I'm thinking about student exchange, like from high schools and stuff. Because I mean, we're talking about learning. So it's like this international experience or this international exchange. You know, this exchange from one land to the other land is what's gonna help you see or like know what different types of love are like. Because if I'm thinking about like what a relationship is in South Africa versus what their understanding of relationship is in the UK, it's like, you get me, like families are built different, dynamics of families are different. So it's like the whole dynamic, whatever you used to, whatever they're used to, is gonna change, and there's this blend. You know, I was getting something about a blended family, but now it's like even blended experiences. But yeah, just prepare for that to be challenged. You know, not only for you being in the relationship, but how even like other people perceive this thing. And you know, with me even seeing what's next to it, which is the Chariot in reverse. Here I was saying that like this thing is like moving hella quick, but then also here, you know, the Chariot could be like a car, and I mean here we have a motorbike, so definitely motion, definitely transport. But it's like about how, you know, confirmation, bro, you guys need to be very calm in your movements. You know, I think there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of zest, you know, there's a lot of drive in this. Like, you know, even if it's like a sexual drive, or a drive to, you know, show up for each other, a drive to, I don't know, man, there's just, yeah, there's just something about that drive needing to be like well directed as well, you know, because there's just something about like, while you guys are figuring out this new way of coming together and stuff, don't like move so quickly and like define yourselves very quickly. You know what I mean? I think there's something about you guys like trying different things to see if they work. And think of it like the Knight of Cups. It's like, you know, let's give this a chance. Let's offer this thing, this experience, our energy, and see if it fulfills us or not, rather than like committing too soon or committing too early. And I'm thinking also, because of this drive, this passion that you guys have, you also don't want to like, maybe let's say like rush into commitment, or like rush into having a child. Like, you get what I mean? There's just something about like being very discerning, and it's like it's coming through my right ear, is going off. So it's almost like it's a warning as well, to say like, don't listen to other people, don't listen to the outside voices or like media or what is projected or portrayed as normal, as expected, and do your own thing. You know, I think on the other side of that, there's a very small percentage of people who are actually gonna be like those Vegas type of couples where, you know, where people maybe told you don't go really quickly, but like you can see or you can feel, you're so sure that this is the love for you, and you just like running all the way straight into it. You feel me? So I think for most people, because of you guys having these different experiences, you're going to spend a bit more time integrating. But for a certain group of people, you guys are going to go all the way in, and you're going to go against whatever else. And it feels like there's going to be like a big energy because of this Chariot being like a major arcana card. It's like there's this big focus, you know, and I'm even thinking big, almost like someone older, like a parent or uncles, aunties, grandparents, who are like the ones that, you know, you like look up to them, or even like other figures, like maybe even your priest, or your you get what I mean, like just a bigger figure in a sense, or who are like gonna be kind of instilling their opinion as to like what's actually going on here. Are you making the right decision, my child? You know, my son, my daughter, whatever. You get me, right? But how are we doing? 3910 391. Okay. So yeah, let's look at this. I mean, here I put the infinite abundance, Lord Ganesha, and I mean, look at this. We've got our victory lap over here. So it's like you taking your time with this movement looks like it's actually going to lead to some kind of victory or reward, or like over time, you know, because we even thinking about taking your time. It's like the victory happens over time, like year on year, celebration on celebration, anniversaries. You guys are going to like kind of celebrate your wins, celebrate the things that you've been able to achieve together. And you know, I was getting something about like a renewal of vows and there being people around. I think from those new relationships, or whether it's the existing relationships getting this resurgence, there's something about like how you are taking more time to appreciate and acknowledge each other, and you know, just maintain the passion and like kind of protect it, you know what I mean, like just keep something around it. And there's just something about like, you know, with me even seeing like these wands, and I'm thinking of it like being a phallic symbol, there's just something about like how you guys are like finding new ways to love each other and be passionate, you know, like maybe you do dress up or something, like because I'm seeing this horse with like this you know, this covering on it. But I don't know, there's just something that you guys do to maintain the passion, and also celebrating each other and making sure that like you check in with each other, like, yo, are we still winning, are we still loving, are we still creating, like, you know, are we still taking the leap like Jordan out here, you know what I mean, like, yeah. But look at this, Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. You know, this one I think is coming very strongly for that part of the collective that is already in an existing relationship where, you know, there might have been things where you guys have been together for a while and just like all these blockages put up, like, you know, monotony, like, we've been together for 4 years plus and we just got so used to doing a certain thing, you know, but now you realize that those things were actually obstacles for the connection, and now with those obstacles being removed, now like all the pathways to love are open, and it's like, you know, here's the Knight of Cups coming straight in. Now it's like this passion has a chance to flow, this love has a chance to flow. So, you know, with me even thinking about the river, it's like now the rivers are going again. And if you think about rivers, guys, rivers don't go in reverse. So this love is there. It might have just been hit by like a wall, a damn wall, but it's going through. And it's like, damn wall, like, it was frustrating, like, damn it, you know. I think there was some frustrations as well. There's something about your partner who upset you, or certain things that they did that were like, damn, why is this person doing this, you know what I mean? And then they stop doing it and you're like, wow, finally. And then you now soften up, and you know, just things start to boom again, you know, just get that spark. But spiritual support, you know, I was thinking about how with the Chariot card, I was thinking about bigger energy, which would have been like, you know, elders and things of that sort. But big energy could also be spiritual energy. So look at this, the spiritual support, you know, with Ganesha and, you know, the different hands, it's like your masculine and feminine sides, their masculine and feminine sides, ultimately both sides of your guys' lineages are like coming together and be like, oh, look at our kids, look at them, just like expanding the timeline, expanding the generations one time. So I think there's going to be some kind of a blessing that comes through. I'm looking at this circle behind Ganesha as like this big pentacle. So it's like you guys might move into a new home, start a new business. There's just something about like you guys doing something that actually leads to this 10 of Pentacles because of this infinite abundance. Oh wow, like look at how these are actually connecting so nicely. And I'm also getting this balance. I mean, look at this. There's like a rose here on this side, and then on this side there's like you know, I was about to say it's a hammer, but you know, like it's those like throwing knives that you can throw. So it's like while one is the warrior, one of you is the nurturer, you know what I mean? So it's like just getting to like be in tandem, tit for tat, balanced energies. And I was saying earlier about like how there's a balanced masculine and feminine. So it's like maybe one day she cooks, on the other day, as a gentleman, you cook. You know, he cooks and she cooks. He does the washing, she does the washing. It's like you guys would exchange those things, because the one time that you're doing a task, they're doing the other task. So yeah, there's just something about having this understanding and this balance with how things are moving, and with the Ganesha and me listening I was about to say listening, looking at the ears. There's something about listening to each other. I think you are listening to your own intuition, but you guys listening to each other, this communication that you have and just being patient is gonna be A1, like super strong. And even doing this, look at Ganesha's hands, they're also making like the same like symbol. So everything's gonna be okay as long as we're listening to each other, not shouting at each other. A conversation means one person's listening, the other person's talking, not talking over each other, like just giving each other an opportunity to express, to be heard. I think that's like so important in relationships. This could actually be like a different type of love language that you are experiencing, because there's this not like winning at all costs type of energy. Of course here I'm thinking that the truth comes at a cost, but I'm thinking winning of all costs would have been like the 5 of swords, and now it's like it's not about the battle. Now it's about the war. Now it's about the victory, gang. It's like we're not competing as to who's right and who's wrong anymore. Now it's about like, how do we both win? Interesting. I've actually got like 2 tea bags in here. So, oh my gosh, then my mind went again. But like, listen, there's like 2 things, like both of us coming together, my flavor, your flavor. I've got rooibos and I've got peppermint tea in here, so it's like we're creating a whole new infusion right now. Like, whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa. Again, that was coming through with this like international love. I don't know if you're gonna like go on vacation, you're gonna meet somebody overseas or somebody international who like emigrated to your country, you know what I mean? Somebody who was in America comes to stay in Nigeria, you meet them there. Or it's like both of you are meeting in a certain place, like you're both on vacation somewhere. That's crazy. Okay, we're almost there, gang. How are we doing on time? 46, 48. Okay, cool. Krishna. Oh, Krishna has a partner, man. Who's Krishna's partner? Oh my gosh. But then again, I guess we're only seeing Krishna. Is it Shiva or Shakti? Oh my gosh. Okay, but I know Krishna has a partner. But I'm getting that the reason why that card didn't come out right now is because we're reading for you, the person on the side of this collective. So you're getting this perspective. And I don't know, maybe in future we're going to get the perspective of the other person's side. But they're not here. This is just for you right now. But here it's saying, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. What? What? Again, this love has never been like experienced before. And look at this devotion, this commitment. So again, I'm thinking about like how we spoke about how there might be even other options, like more bugs coming through to your light, seeing how you resonate, how much more younger you are, how much more zestful you are because of this love having invigorated you, or you having made it through the storms and now you're in the sunny place, you where the stars are shining, you where the pentacles are at, but yeah, your spiritual guidance. I was getting something about the higher ups, you also your intuition, listening. So definitely something strong about like you even knowing, like with all these options that are being presented, this is actually the right partner. And now that I'm with this partner, now Spirit is telling me certain things about them, certain things about me in this relationship, what to do, what not to do, how to show up, how to step in, or how to also step out. It's like you are going to develop a greater understanding of yourself and your guides, and even them and their guides as you guys come together. I think there's still a lot more growth and expansion that's going to come from this, but it will be as a result of you being devoted. So when you commit, which is what we saw here, you gotta commit like for real. No more diddle daddle, no more cheating like I was talking about anymore. And I think this is a warning to say like, yo, if you stuff this up, like, listen guys, this love here, as happy as it is, like, yo, you can't fuck this up. You cannot fuck this up. Listen, you cannot fuck this up. If you made mistakes in the past, focus. If you had a wandering eye, focus. Listen, your commitment will be recognized. You being one woman man, okay, granted, some people have different setups in their relationships, and I don't think that's everybody here. But for those who have like polygamous relationships, stick within your unit, bruh. You get me? And if you are 1-to-1, still same message. Stick within your unit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just stick with what you've been provided with. Stick with what works for you, and that's how this love like flows around, you know. It flows around. I'm getting this flower here in the background, you know. I was busy. I'm just being late to look at this. I was about to say Circle of Life, and Circle of Life is another Disney song. Guys, this is like some fairy tale shit. Like, honestly, this is like some fairy tale type of love, honestly. Circle of Life, that's Lion King, A Whole New World, which would have been Aladdin. I don't know. Disney's like coming through strong in this. But anyways, there's this flower, and it's like it's gonna bloom. It's gonna bloom the more that you are devoted to it. It's like an investment. You put in something, and something else comes out. And I mean, come on, gang, huh? It's just being presented to you. But I think a mild warning, but also just something that is to be aware of, which is Freya, which is what we have over here. And you know, Freya is seasons or phases and cycles. So I think maybe for me to say seasons, there is something about that. Like, oh yes, for the people who are getting rejuvenated or getting a renewal, you were in a season, you know, dry season, perhaps less passionate season, or things not the way I want season. But now that is over. And for those who are like starting something new, it's like all those previous relationships were seasons for you to learn, or phases for you to learn certain things, you know. And I'm even thinking about like even with science and, you know, engineering, technology, how things can be out of phase and then they in phase, and you know, just being in parallel as well. Like even connections, you know, things are in series, things are in parallel, like how are they connecting, you know. I'm thinking about electronics right now. But again, it's a circuit, right? Because it's a cycle. Like the energy has to flow, the energy has to flow through. So you recognizing that those setups, those circuits, those patterns needed to play out, you know. And I was thinking about how even in this card, you know, this person's making sure that those things that were in the past are actually left in the past, you know what I mean? So you having made sure that the past is in the past, you've forgiven, you've learned from your past bad behaviors and habits. Somebody's still battling with them or going through them, you know, for me to even like stumble on my words there. But look at what it's saying here. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. So do you have the hope and the belief that if you leave behind something, a previous way of doing, thinking, even loving, or perhaps not loving, or being closed off to love in some shape or form, that you can actually experience something completely different now, you know? Again, with the illusions being released, I think, you know, like I was saying earlier, this perception of what love is, whether defined by your parents, media, your friends, your family groups, like just how you've grown up to know what or experience what love is, that is like changing altogether. And I think it's just being open to experience something new all over again, you know. And every ending is a beginning ultimately. I mean, I don't look at an ending as failure. I look at it as redirection, kind of like how people look at rejection as well. And I think, you know, it's just an energy to work with, you know. An ending doesn't have to be all doom and gloom and sad and you're gonna like rub your eyes like I was and mopey and stuff. But you can decide to see it as a new land, like obstacles are removed, and it's like, oh, we've got land, I can plant whatever I want, I can grow on this, I can build on this, because look at this, it's going to be the world, it's going to be everything that you've ever wanted, regardless of what you do. It's just your intention, what you are willing to invest into this thing. But again, with the moon, with the birds, I'm just getting something, of course, the phases, the cycles, like moon phases, moon cycles. In a bit of a prophetic sense, I think you might meet this person within the next moon cycle. So here it looks like a full moon. So between this full moon that we're in now, at the time of this message, it's February 2026. Being posted in February 2026, right? First full moon of February 2026. But this is a timeless message, and I think from whenever you find it, just look at from that point on to the next point in the moon cycle from where it is. So if you are in the first quarter, the next first quarter. If you are in the new moon, the next new moon. If you're in the full moon, the next full moon. Know what I mean? That's what's up. And like I'm saying, this message is timeless. It just gives me a sense of like, in one moon cycle, you are going to have your answer. If this person's not already here, this bird or this crow, this raven is gonna come in with an answer to tell you like, this is the direction, this is the person, this is the way to go. Or you're just gonna get a sign about the person, the place, the experience. Just something is gonna connect the dots for you, because for some people it's gonna happen faster than others. For some people the person's gonna arrive already, but for other people you're gonna get inclinations or an idea of where to go to meet the person. So yeah, just be open to this information. And again, it comes with you being willing to clear the space, open up the space, and just be ready to receive a love that you've never ever experienced before, because wow, this is lit. Anyways, thank you for allowing me to read for you. If this resonated with you, drop a like, drop a comment. If you would like your own reading, my details are at the bottom. And again, much love, much light. Let's continue to let love lead, yeah? Because it's all we need. All you need is love, gang. All you need is love. I just saw 5646. So, yeah, let's leave it right here. Peace and love, gang. Yeah, yeah.